Hi there, welcome to Gentle Soul Events. How can I help you today? Okay, you're planning for your work Christmas party. Fantastic. That's a really good time now to start planning. A lot of our venues have actually been booked up, so there's limited sort of options, but there's still a lot of option compared to if you were going to do it a little bit later. So you've picked the right time, definitely. So that's fantastic. I'll just start our kind of notes so I can make sure that I don't miss any of the details that we need for your event. This is really exciting. I love planning Christmas parties. I'm just going to note that down. So it's for a Christmas work party, fantastic. And can you tell me, have you ever worked with an event planner before? And if so, how was that experience? What kind of went well, what didn't? Just to make sure that I can give you the best experience possible. Okay. Okay, I'll try my best and help out here. And what's the most important thing for you in our working relationship? What do you need the most from me? Okay. Fantastic. And what's your preferred method of contact? Are there any best hours to reach you? Okay, email, yeah, I can understand, because you're in meetings all day. That's fine. Would you mind telling me what your email is? Is that a W? Yeah. Okay. Perfect. And I can email you anytime. Yeah? So you read it when you're free. Perfect. So can you tell me, do you have an event location or venue booked yet, or kind of something in mind? No? No worries, I'll be happy to help you find something. As I mentioned earlier on, a lot of the venues are being booked up now, but there are still a good few left, so we'll be able to find the best one that works for you, so not to worry. And how many people do you plan to invite? Okay. How will you be inviting guests? Are you thinking something digital, or you're going to send paper invites? What are you thinking? Sure. I'll note that down. And then can you describe the demographic of the people you're inviting? That helps me pick a relevant venue. Thank you. And can you tell me, do any of your guests have personal challenges that the event will need to accommodate? So for example, do we need to think about disability access, things like that? Okay. Cool. And what is your desired start and end time of the event? Perfect. And what is your main goal for this event? Yeah, it's always really nice to have a Christmas work party. And just being around your colleagues, being able to socialise without the stress of work, and just having a little bit of fun. It's always nice at the end of the year. I think that's definitely my favourite time of year, and definitely my favourite type of events to plan as well, because I'm so into it. So that's great. And what is your total budget or budget per person? And then just to know, I don't you know, I can't influence what you want to do, but I would recommend that you purchase event insurance. So that's totally up to you. I can help organise that if you think that's appropriate for your event, or you can do it independently. Should I put a note as to me looking into that for you, or are you okay? Sure, I'll note that down. No worries at all. And as I said, it's completely up to you, but that's just something I like to always check with my clients, just to make sure everything runs as smoothly as possible. And then for the most important part, what food options would you like to offer guests? So are you thinking like a buffet meal, or are you thinking like a sit down 3-course dinner? What are your thoughts around that? Cool. And are there any dietary options that you'll need to offer? So for example, vegetarian, vegan or gluten-free? Sure, I can look into those. No worries at all. You'll be surprised, a lot of restaurants are more kind of inclusive these days, and they usually do have these sorts of options on the menu, so it's really good. I think the world is changing in the right directions in terms of kind of dietary options. And then what types of beverage options would you like to offer guests? Are you thinking alcoholic and non-alcoholic, or is it like a set amount that you want to give? Are there kind of specific drinks or cocktails, signature cocktails you're thinking of? Yeah, definitely mulled wine, definitely for Christmas. Yeah, sure. There are loads of like really nice hot drinks as well I can recommend. Like there's a gingerbread hot chocolate in some of the venues and things like that. But maybe like festive drinks I could look into. Yeah, sure, no worries. And then, do you need any extra support, like a photographer? I can look into getting that, videographer, a band, perhaps a DJ. Are there any kind of things that you specifically need in your perspective at this moment in time before I kind of give you some options? Great, thank you. And then what would you say are your top 3 must-haves for your Christmas party? Sure. And then what are 3 things you definitely do not want for your event? Cool. And do you have a theme in mind? Nice. And with that, do you have a colour palette in mind for your theme? And I like to ask my clients, if they don't already have one, to create like a mood board, perhaps, and that will kind of help me better sort of plan things. Do you have one of those, or do you want to create one? No, you're happy for me to kind of guide you? Sure, I'll just note it down. And I can create one and share one with you. We can look at further options as well in the future. And how would you like guests to feel as soon as they arrive? Absolutely. And how would you describe the atmosphere you're looking to create? Sure. And what impressions would you like guests to leave with? Perfect. That's great. So I've noted down all your sort of requirements, and I'm just going to pull up a few options that I think would be good and meet what you want, and we can just talk through these at this point. You don't have to go with anything, nothing's set in stone, but as I said, the venue's kind of booking up quite quickly, so we've still got a good few ones left. So if there's something you like today, let's go with it. That's my recommendation, but of course it's entirely up to you. How does that sound? Great, let's do it. So I've got 3 options I think would work really well for you. The first one is called Roller Motion, and it's essentially a roller disco venue. So you're going to have a really great roller disco experience there. Being the largest skate rink in London, it's got an extensively stocked bar. They do sort of a buffet menu for your guests. I think that would be really lovely. And the price for this is around £2,500. So that's what we could do with that here. The second option I can suggest is Funtown, which is classic fairground games reimagined. It's really unique and an immersive experience, and it's bringing all the sights, sounds and non-stop fun to you. So you've got Shoot the Clown, Whack-A-Mole, and a lot of other kind of favourites from your fun fair days. I think it's really lovely. Just to have a fun field experience like this. I think it's really good. You'll have a sort of tracker wristband tech that will track who are the winners and the losers of each game, so that's quite nice, and you're getting definitely a lot of competition there. And then in terms of food, there's a lot of street food vendors nearby, so you can just pop out and get the food there. So maybe you want to do something with vouchers perhaps, so letting people pop out to just get certain meals. You can arrange with the vendors and I can help you do that. So that's the sort of other option, and the price of that will be £2,000. So similar sort of price range, but just to give you an idea. And then the final option I think would be good for you is called Starry Lanes, and it's luxurious bowling essentially. So you'll have like bowling games with your teams you can do, and there's like fine cocktails and crisp beer. It's really nice. Again, buffet sort of menu, so that's really good. And their kind of cuisine is especially American, so if you like that, that's really good. So that is really lovely, and the price for that is £2,000. What are your thoughts around those options? Yeah, absolutely, I can understand you need more time. What I'll do is I'll put these together on an email and send them over to you, and you can let me know your thoughts, and then we can arrange another consultation just to discuss a little bit more. Yeah? Great stuff. Well, lovely meeting you today, and I look forward to helping you plan your work Christmas party. It's always one of my favourite things to do. Yeah, perfect. Alright, take care. Bye bye.